Well, here we go with the film that really put Halloween's on the downward spiral. After four kind of had a little redeeming quality, but the fifth one just, yeah. Am I still gonna go hard on this after I reviewed this 5 years ago? Or will I be able to give this a little redeeming quality since today is the 35th anniversary of this film? Well, be prepared as I review Halloween 5 The Revenge of Michael Myers. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Danielle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a re-review of the 1989 slasher flick Halloween 5: The Revenge of Michael Myers, credited on screen as just Halloween 5, released by Galaxy Releasing, along with Magnum Pictures and Trancas International, directed by Dominique Gerard. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Starring, who also co-wrote the story, starring Donald Pleasence. I almost said so. Donald Pleasence, Danielle Harris, Ellie Cornell, Beau, Starr, Wendy Kaplan, Tamara, Glynn. This, of course, is the fifth installment of the series, following serial killer Michael Myers, who, gets to return to Hanfield despite after supposedly being killed in the end of the last film to murder his traumatized niece, who is with whom now shares a telepathic connection. This film was released on October 13th, 1989. Henceforth, today is the film's big anniversary. But this film was kind of rushed. It was just a year after its predecessor came out. Now, after the success of this was rushed in production by executive producer Mustafa Akkad. The original screenplay, which was still under revision at the time filming began, introduced elements of supernatural horror, including Jamie possessing a telepathic link to Michael Myers, as well as a story subplot in which Myers, under the influence of a cult centered around the ancient rune of Thorn, is driven to kill his, his bloodline. While the final cut of the film features a mysterious man in black character, the Curse of Thorn subplot was largely minimized, resulting in audiences and critics expressing some confusion, though it would be expanded upon in the next film, which would be released 6 years later. This film was a major disappointment in my view and really got this big time. Now, before I get started, if you didn't see my re-review of the fourth film from last that I did last year, check that out by click on the card before I get started. All right. On October 31st, 1988, Michael Myers is shot down a mine shaft by Sheriff Ben Meeker and the Illinois State Police, and supposedly was in hell now, or so they thought. He manages to crawl out before dynamite is dropped down to assure his death. He floats down a river and stumbles upon the shack of an elderly hermit who nurses him back to health. 1 year later, he awakens and kills the hermit before returning to Hanfield to resume the hunt for his niece, Jamie Lloyd. Jamie has been admitted to the Hanfield Children's Clinic after attacking her foster mother, which they kind of just decided not to, that never did happen. She has been rendered mute due to psychological trauma and exhibits signs of a telepathic link with her uncle. Dr. Sam Loomis learns of this connection and wants to use it to defeat Michael for good. Meanwhile, Michael kills Jamie's foster sister Rachel and begins stalking her friend Tina Williams. Jamie senses whenever her loved ones are in danger, triggering episodes of convulsions that disturb those around her. After unknowingly encountering Michael posing as her boyfriend that he killed, also named Mike, or Michael, Tina attends a Halloween party at the Tower Farm with her friend Sam and Spitz. Sensing that Michael is following them, Jamie, having partially regained her ability to speak, escapes the clinic with her stuttering friend Billy Hill to warn Tina of the danger. As Spitz and Sam have sex in a barn, Michael impales the former with a pitchfork and decapitates the latter with a scythe. And also kills two bumbling deputies Loomis had entrusted to protect Tina. Yeah, the clown cops. I'll get to that in a little bit, as long as I can remember. Anyway, Jamie and Billy find Tina, and Michael tries to run them down with a car. Tina ultimately sacrifices herself to save Jamie. With nothing left to lose, Jamie agrees to help Loomis to stop Michael once and for all. Excuse me there. All right, now I'm going for the final act and the ending. As always, you know the procedure. You have 5 seconds to stop this video, go to the description box below, and fast forward to the time below. If you've seen this already, please continue. Okay, you've been warned. Loomis and Meeker create a setup at the abandoned Myers house to lure Michael back to his childhood home. The police receive a call saying Michael has broken into the clinic, prompting Meeker and most of the officers to leave. However, this call is merely a diversion. Michael appears and kills the remaining officers. Loomis tries to reason with him, but Michael slashes him and throws him over the stair banister. He pursues Jamie throughout the house and up to the attic, where she finds the bodies of Rachel, her dog Max, and Tina's boyfriend. As Michael raises his knife to stab her, Jamie addresses him as uncle, causing him to pause. He agrees to remove his mask and let Jamie see his face, shedding a brief tear. Kind of strange, though. However, when Jamie touches his face, he goes into a fit of rage and chases her again. Loomis reappears and uses Jamie as live bait to lure Michael into a trap. He shoots Michael with a tranquilizer gun and beats him unconscious with a wooden plank before suffering from a stroke and collapsing on top of him. Meeker and the police return and take Michael into custody. He is locked in a cell at the police station until he can be transferred to a maximum security facility for the rest of his life. As Jamie prepares to return to the clinic, a mysterious man in black who has been quietly observing all day arrives and shoots up the station. Jamie finds the bodies of Meeker and several officers, as well as Michael's cell, broken open and empty. Realizing he has escaped again, she sobs in despair, saying, "No, no," kind of like, not quite like Dr. Loomis said in the last film. In the story. So, what did I think of Halloween 5 The Revenge of Michael Myers? Well, I'm sorry to say this is still one of my least favorites in the franchise. This, along with Halloween Resurrection from 2002, which remains one of the only Halloween films I have yet to review, along with the follow-up, along with the sixth film, which follows the event after the event of this, The Curse of Michael Myers. I'm still gonna say it's not really one of the best. I really think this could have used some more spin, polish, and what have you. This film bombed at the box office. It only made 11.6 million on its 5.5 million dollar budget, becoming the lowest grossing film in the franchise to this day. The reviews were not impressed. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a mere 11%, which despite that's 1% more than Resurrection is, but well, I understand what they're saying. They're saying the film finds the series embracing crude slasher conventions with pedestrian scares, disposable characters, and aimless plotting. Yeah, just terrible. The New York Times wrote the film was rather like taking another swing through the same all too familiar funhouse, but thought it was a bit more refined in its details than the conventional horror movie. Variety called the film pretty stupid and boring fare, and noted that the series had become practically indistinguishable from the Friday the 13th picks. The LA Times criticized the film as being a prime example of the principle of diminishing reruns, and Donald Pleasence for a flat 2-0 performance, though Richard Harrington, in this review for LA Times, thought Danielle Harris was actually pretty good in her role. Some critics derided the film from its obscure appearances of the Man in Black character, which was not elucidated in the final cut of the film. The Philadelphia News said that this guy's identity is never revealed and his actions are never explained. What does this mean? It means the series has turned into a soap opera, attempting to keep the audience interested with cheap, dramatic stunts borrowed from daytime television. The Hartford Courant's review was favorable, while deeming it the best sequel in the series and praising the director's arty touch to the stalkings and killings. Well, the killings are alright, but they're not good though. Some were, well, except for Mike's kill. Now, that was probably the most decent kill and what have you, but some of them were much more amiss and what have you. Now, as for the cast, well, I wasn't impressed with a lot of these. Except for young Danielle Harris, who once again played Jamie Lloyd. I think she's the only cast member who manages to save this film from being a extremely big disappointment. And Don Shanks played Michael Myers, also the Man in Black, which I'm going to say he's fine as Michael Myers, but the problem was I wasn't thrilled with the mask as much as the last one. This film, what mask was. This one wasn't even close to good. It was like seeing an alien, kind of like a white alien mask with hair on it, which was even longer than the rest of the mask and what have you. Yeah. Now and we have Donald Pleasence back as Dr. Sam Loomis, but he's more loonier than the last time. He's kind of a little nutsoid or something like that. Ellie Cornell's back as Rachel. Unfortunately, she's killed 20 minutes into this film, which has been done already several times, more recently in the fourth and fifth Nightmare on Elm Street films. The fifth Nightmares film, The Dream Child, which actually came out just, I think, a couple months prior to this film's release. Beau Starr returns as Sheriff Ben Meeker. He's alright, but no, just not that great. Now, Tamara Glynn played Samantha. She was okay. Jonathan Chapin played Mike. He was fine. I did like his kill though. Matthew Walker played Spitz. Now and yeah, I thought the name sounded familiar. He'd go on to play Major Ellis in Child's Play 3 a couple of years later, another film that got critically dissed. Let's see. Now we have young Jeffrey Landon who played Billy. Now that's another character I feel like saved this film and what have you. I know he stutters, but who cares? I mean, I don't really like to make fun of a person's speech or a character's speech impediment, you know. My biggest issue is Wendy Kaplan as Tina. The character looks pretty good, but her performance was, I think Tina was nuts and sacrificed herself just with still a few minutes left, just a little over an hour into the film. What the hell's that about? Horrible. Just horrible. Now, the intro to the film is, well, with the credits and why that's another thing that has a little bit of a redeeming quality for this film. And they did, however, bring Alan Howarth back to do the score. And that's that. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. The Clown Cops. I believe that their names are Nick and Tom. And I didn't really like them at all, especially this infernal stupid music they play. Like I said in my original review of this film, I'd much rather hear Bulk and Skull's theme from Power Rangers played over that garbage music. What the hell is this all about? I'm trying to keep this down, go lie on my strong language and what have you, so Bear with me, people. That I was not impressed with here, but we only get to hear it one time, and then just tiny snippets in some parts, but not as much as I thought it would be. So, but yeah, I don't really think they're good characters either. So with everything said, Halloween 5: The Revenge of Michael Myers, yeah, not that great and what have you. So would I recommend it? Um, I only recommend a one-time watch if you are a hardcore completionist like me. And I only watch it one time a year if I'm binge watching the Halloween franchise. But if not, I'd say avoid this at all costs. Just stay with the fourth film, okay? That's it. That's all I'm telling you. So, what did you think of Halloween 5: The Revenge of Michael Myers? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Excuse me. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Show some love for my channel by telling your friends about my channel or share my vids with them if you wish. That could easily help me get up there in the views. I sure would like to get to the big ones because I'm still a ways from 1,000. After 5.5 years of doing these vids, I'm still a ways from 1,000 subscribers. But I hope to get there by the end of the year. Still got 2.5 months to go. But let's not get into much of that. But anyway, join me next time when I bring to you a review of a film that I'd much rather watch a little more than this one. John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars. Yes, a film from the man who gave us the original Halloween itself. So if you like this, you may want to consider checking out my reviews of these other horrifying flicks that have Danielle Harris in it. I'll give you my re-reviews of the two Rob Zombie Halloween films. The upper left-hand corner is my re-review of Rob Zombie's Halloween from 2007. The upper right-hand corner is my recent re-review of Halloween 2 from Rob Zombie from 2009, or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of Urban Legend from 1998, which she did appear as a goth gal. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.